Team, how we doing? Welcome in, everyone. Can you see and hear me okay? How's it going? Emil, thank you for the subscription. How's it going? Well, I don't know if anyone saw. Everyone welcome in from Martine's stream. The team that I was using to snipe Martine, I actually queued into a couple of people beforehand, and it actually was beating them as well. So I reckon we stick with it for a little bit, see how it goes, because so many people are running stuff that's weak to Tapu Koko and Dialga. I guess we can give it a try. So let's see. Is this set up? Am I set up? God, it's been a while. Come over here. Okay, like I said, Martine winning that game just was the first loss. This is what we're running. It's because Martine was leading Guzzlord, safe swapping Tentacruel usually, and Regice I think maybe beats Corviknight, but I'm not really sure because I've never played that matchup. But we'll find out. Show my journal? Okay, one sec, let me top left. Journal. There we go. Look at that. Does the Regice have Thunder? Yeah, everything had Electric because there was a lot of Electric weakness in Martine's team. Yeah, Gaines safe swap to Starmie, and I counter swap Dialga, and he top lefted, which I understand. And I would have top lefted once I was close to winning. I would have top lefted, but he top lefted first because he doesn't want paid actors, which I also understand. But I was not intentionally sniping. I don't know him well enough for that. What have I said in the title? I can't remember my title. What do you mean? I love this game. I love this game. Okay, let's go. I have no idea what any of these matchups are. Like, how much does a crunch do? I assume it does more than half. I don't know. Okay. What did he lead? Malamar. Okay. Think. I don't think I can Dragon Breath down. This is the problem. Maybe I need a Dialga Origin. Maybe we build an Origin for this. Think. And then I assume that they're going to throw a crunch and my Tapu Koko can take this now. Oh no, he's still in. It's fine. I'm very defense dropped. Oh my goodness. Outrageous. Outrageous. Shields down, and I don't know if this is in Thunder range, but for my Regice, we'll try. Do you reckon I was going to do Love Cup, but I then won some games in this. Oh, interesting. Interesting. How much does this do? Regice. 2, 3. I'm gonna lose. That Malamar's still gonna take me out. God, so close to my Blizzard. Okay, Tapu Koko, do you suck? There's a chance you might. I can't take. I can't. I can't take out the. Yeah, I can't take this out. Regice isn't that good. Should we replace the Regice? Everything else was good. Let's put Regirock in. Regirock's cool. Which one do I have? Zap. Oh, I have a Zap Cannon Regirock. Let's run that. I like Regirock. I like Regirock. If we get one win, then this is a positive set. Two. 7. There's no point baiting, is there? Will they shield? I think bait? I don't really know. I don't really like Ultra League. Or this game. I'm a genius. I stopped counting as well. What were they on? I have no idea what they're on. We're just getting shields down for the Reggie Dialga sweep, right? I assume that that's what we're doing. Lawrence, thanks very much for the sub. Kind of a call breaker. Yeah, it's not ideal, is it? I need to take it on the Regirock. Dialga can't take any damage. It's so squishy in Ultra League. Oh no, he's gonna CMP me. Hold. Hold. Why does nothing... Ultra League's so boring. Die. Okay, but... What do we think's in the back? There's no way I win this. There's no way. I can't allow a catch, obviously. This doesn't do enough. Maybe I should double Iron Head. Oh god. We did it. We did it! Dialga's broken. What can I say? Never in doubt. It's just never in doubt. Yeah, exactly. We just went positive with Dialga. The Reggie was a bit disappointing. That Zap Cannon didn't do as much as I wanted. I kind of wanted it to just like one shot, you know? I was going to play Love Cup, but I don't have... Do you want to hear something dumb, guys? I don't have a Galarian Slowbro. And I played the Slowpoke Community Day. So I don't know what happened to my Galarian Slowbro. Because I'm pretty sure I had one. At some point, I had a Galarian Slowbro. But I don't know where it went. Alright, let's try... What else can we put in the back? I don't... Do you know what's annoying, Trip? I actually did a low friendship trade for a Sandile. And I had one that would have evolved into a Crocodile. But it had terrible IVs and only went to 1470. So I just transferred it. And I'm like, but it's so hard to get. I should have just kept it. Because it's better to have something terrible than have nothing, right? So I'm annoyed at myself for doing that. But it's fine. Ultra League. What else works in the back with this team? There's a lot of water. There's a lot of water around. I think I need a better answer to, or another answer to Tentacruel, because that seems to be quite common. I need something for grounds. Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, but I'm this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm annoyed at myself for doing that. Okay, Drifblim. The Drifblim's not legendary, and I was only really looking to use legendaries. Oh, what about? That's not weak to. That's not good. That's ground. What about? Shadow Donphan's also not legendary, and Articuno's bad versus Tentacruel, so these are not helping me. Maybe I just go with Drifblim. Maybe I just go with Drifblim. Dialga is spice enough. I don't need triple legendary. Yeah, Galarian. I was thinking Galarian Moltres, but I don't know. I don't know if I like it. I don't know. Guys, does someone want to build me a Show 6 team? Because I'm struggling to find something that I like. What do we know? What do we know? Everyone's running super bulky 3-turn attackers, and I really don't like it. I want to find some 1-turn attackers that feel more flexible for me. What do we think? What do we think is going to change after EUIC? We're going to get the next attack update. What do we think is going to change? That's the question. Heatran. 5. After EU, I see the Fire Nation returns. Okay. Is pausing working at the moment? Is the game working at the moment? I'm not sure. Ha! My pausing's working. Catch. Mudslap nerf, counter nerf, Azu nerf. I want an Azu nerf, that's for sure. What? Five. How do I take this out? Don't. Okay. I'm doing loads of Volt Switch damage to this. I mean, this kind of works. Hold. Do I just go straight in? Do I go straight in with the Drifblim? Uh-oh. I don't know. Do I Icy Wind? Do I Shadow Ball? I have no idea. I don't play Ultra League. Do I double Icy? I'm not going to reach double Icy Wind, so I have to Shadow Ball. Do something. Come on, Drifblim. Do something. Am I in... I'm not going to win. I'm not going to win. They're going to superpower. They're going to foul play or superpower me before I get 3 Volt Switches through. Oh, I'm not even going to... No! I only needed 2, but... Balloon sucks. Maybe I need to build a Shadow one. I've wanted an Azuna for a long time. I want bubble damage reduced. Bubble energy reduced, sorry. What could I have done differently there? What could I have done differently? But then we nerfed Ludicolo. I think Ludicolo, what we need to do is introduce Rain Dance into the game as a one-turn water attack or something like that, and give that to Ludicolo. Like, make Rain Dance cool. We did not help our Sandslash situation. Water Dance a lock-on clone? I mean, sorry, yeah, Rain Dance. I tried to switch into Darga, game said no. No, I don't know if I'd nerf Ice Beam because it shares all the parameters with... Uh-oh. Do you know what we need? We need that Duraludon, so I can have a Dragon Steel that doesn't lose to this. Interesting. The bridge thing, yeah. The one that's based on, like, Golden Gate Bridge or whatever it is. Hisuian Goodra. Oh yeah, Hisuian Goodra would be good. Oh, Crunch. I don't know if I like Drifblim. Let's change Drifblim. Give me something different instead of Drifblim here. What do we... What do we need? We need something that beats all of the Pokemon in Ultra League. What do we reckon that is? Let's go with... Ultra League... XL Frostlass, Tapu Corviknight. I don't have any Corviknight candies left. And I can't be bothered to use rare candies on it. Mandibuzz is too boring, and I don't have it. I have like 10 Zygarde cells. No. Mewtwo? Yes, I like Mewtwo. We're back to legendaries. Guys, I'm excited for... Do you know what I was looking at the other day? Have we seen that the attacks for... the attack parameters for the chessboard Kyurums have been released? The black and white Kyurem. We have the 120 power, 60 energy, with a 30% chance to drop the attack or defense for each one. And they've got like near 10,000 stat product, so they're going to be pretty cool. They're defensively not brilliant, but offensively, they're going to be cool. Yeah, they're gonna... So, Kyurem Black is going to run, like, Dragon Tail or Shadow Claw, Fusion... I forgot to shield. That's my bad. That's my bad. I also forgot to press some of these bubbles.
What a great time to be human.
Yeah. But Black can learn Shadow Claw and White runs Dragon Breath. They're both Dragon Ice. Shadow Claw could be removed from Black for balance reasons. I think it should be fine. I think it should be fine. It gives a differentiator and it allows it to core break Necrozma Kyogre teams. Jox, how are we doing? Jox, are you excited for EUIC?
I still remember when we drove down all those roads we didn't know and didn't have a destination in our mind.
Black also got Dragon Tail, yeah, but it might not run it.
I'm trying to rewind those distant memories of my life. I travel miles and miles, but I
Do I think they'll be good raid attackers? Yes, though they don't currently have Ice Fang, which would make them better. Oh, I'm being sniped. Who runs Annihilate in a Dialga meta? Crazy. I'm just gonna let them. You're excited for the Fox right after. Yeah, I guess I don't think there'd be a problem with Ice Fang. The problem is with legendaries generally upon release. Oh, do I have to keep playing this? Put this down. Upon release, legendaries come over here. Legendaries don't usually get new attacks, which is a little bit difficult. But if we look at what I'll do is I'll get onto a battle matrix, right? And come look at this. Okay, so if we change to Master League and we just use them, we'll just use Master League meta. I haven't checked it, so I don't know. And then we'll just put the 2 Kyurem forms in. So Black running Shadow Claw. Oh wait, they might not have the new attacks on it. Fusion Flare. I'm just gonna put wait, what's the attack called again? Freeze. No, it doesn't have it. Ice, but no. Black has Fusion Bolt. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Sorry. Fashion? Fusion. What's a good equivalent for the Outrage? Just put Outrage in. For damage purposes. It's not exactly accurate because it doesn't have that 30% thing. Then Dragon Breath. Flare. And we'll put Outrage again. Oh wait, no, it's a Ice Attack, isn't it? So, you want Avalanche? Avalanche, yeah. Okay. So their signature attacks are Ice Attacks, but they're 60. We don't really have an equivalent, do we? Iceburn and Free Shock are clones, but yeah, but I don't think they're in this. Are they here? Iceburn? No. Free Shock, no. We'll just put Avalanche in. It's not entirely accurate, but let's look at their stats, right? This is a 9,900 stat product Pokemon. If we filter these by... Oh no, you can't filter by stat product. But let me show you, like, Dialga Origin is below 9,000. And this is 9,900. This is almost a Lugia. Where's Lugia? Why is it... Wow, Lugia's not even in here. Lugia is 10,000. And this is 9,900. Let's have a look. So Black has access to Shadow Claw, which makes it a little bit more flexible. That's a massive win rate. And that's without even its proper attack yet. So 273 attack stat is pretty crazy. For these. In the ones. Again, massive. Look at 600. You guys know when I talk about sim averages that like anything over 500 is good. Anything over 550, super good. This is hitting near 650, which is funny. Kyurem White looks pretty good in the zeros as well. But like the meta will shift, and you'll account for them. Like Master League knows how to deal with strong dragons. That's the only reason why I'm not that fussed about it from a balance perspective. Master League knows how to deal with strong dragons, and when you get these sims, you have to remember that these sims are across quite a massive spectrum of Master League Pokemon. the majority of which you're not really seeing. You have a much more isolated, condensed meta, especially when you get towards the top, where people are abusing things like double charm. So I'm not hugely worried about these massive sims, because look, you got Ursaluna twice here for some reason, because this is just the standard PV poke thing, which I would never ever recommend anyone actually uses whatever the general... I would never ever use any of these preset metas on PV poke. I would always make your own. Always make it from what you're seeing regularly, and never from this. You're not seeing half of these, so they're not relevant. There's like 2 Zygardes there. It's like 2 Zygardes is fair because you can double it up, but like Florges, you're not seeing. I haven't seen a Groudon in ages, but we can play some Master League next week, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty unreliable at the moment, so don't quote me. But it beating Ursaluna with Shadow Claw is a bit silly. Let's have a look at this. So this is Tackle, Ice Punch, and High Horsepower. No. Hold on a minute. Why is it silly? Because it has the best ice attack that's ever coming into the game, and Ursaluna's a ground type, and it has a higher stat product. So I don't think it's necessarily wrong that your insane Ice Dragon beats a ground type. You agree? But we'll see. I don't know about Ultra League, so let's play. Should we play some Love Cup? Does anyone want to give me a Love Cup team? If anyone has a Love Cup team for me, I can... Well, I mean, I can't even promise that I have what's built for it. Let's go. Okay, Love Cup. I was going to put a Slowbro here, but then I don't have one, so I can't put a Slowbro here. So what do we... Skeledirge, double rollout, Medicham, Skeledirge, Tyrantrum. I don't know if I have... I don't build half of these. I mean, I've got a Skeledirge. Skeledirge, Miltank, Licky. Which Licky? Thunderbolt? Is it a Thunderbolt cow? Thunderbolt cow and Lick. Okay. You liked Ariados a lot. Okay, we can... Look, I have not... This is going to be my first game of Love Cup. I haven't really been playing at all, so... We did a couple of sets of Ultra League, had fun with Dialga, then started losing. Now let's try this one. I don't even know... I don't have no clue what's in this meta, other than SS Thorn told me that he's about to hit number 1 on the leaderboard. So, watch out for that. He is going to be number 1 tomorrow. 3, 4. Heck yeah! Free rollout, baby! Do I shield? Nah. Okay. Okay, let's get our good timing in. We're going to have to let this Licky Licky go. We'll no-shield the Miltank, and then do we think that Skeledirge can sweep? Oh no, okay. I assumed he would have shielded and farmed down. What am I against? Was that a Crawdaunt? What would this run? Crabhammer? What energy's Crabhammer? Probably 50? 2. Okay. I can definitely tank 1. Shadow Crawdaunt is sick. I love this opponent. I might even top left out of respect for this. Good catch. Good catch. Lyle, how you doing? And then I assume one disarming voice takes out this Crawdaunt, right? I feel like I haven't played the game in so long. Shadow Crawdaunt. How do we make Shadow Crawdaunt meta? I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. I don't know how much a disarming voice does to a Medicham. I do not play this cup. But Shadow Crawdaunt's cool. And I like it. I like that a lot. Skeledirge. Guys, do you remember when Skeledirge was super meta in Show 6? And then just disappeared very, very quickly. With no nerf, it just disappeared completely out of the meta. I am ABA to Krook. I think I'm triple weak to Krook, am I not? Yeah, I'm triple weak to Crocodile. I don't know what this runs. Surf and something? What does it have? What's the other attack on the people run slow bro? Brutal swing. That's fine. High strike, play rough, huh? To be fair, I would be okay with a buff to play rough if we nerfed bubble. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't run Focus Blast, right? That's not this thing. Oh yeah, okay, brutal swing. Pfft. Easy, easy. I think we're probably going to win this. Disarming Voice does 45% to a Medicham. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, can you remind me, what was the attack, the fairy type attack that was buffed at Worlds and given to like tons of Pokemon and is utterly useless? Do you remember? Draining Kiss, that was it. They buffed Draining Kiss, still unusable. It got buffed. It got buffed. Or did it get distributed but not buffed? I can't remember. Oh, okay, okay. So it had the distribution but not the buff. So Annihilate should get nerfed. Well, I mean, if they're going to buff Draining Kiss again at some point, then they might not need to nerf Annihilate. It depends. I wouldn't mind an Annihilate nerf now. I think it's had 2 seasons, and I don't mind giving a new Pokemon like some time to shine, and then tweak it a little bit. I would prefer, particularly like with Corviknight, right? I would prefer it comes in at a high level, give it 2 seasons, and then you can rebalance based on what you're seeing, rather than being overly cautious. I don't really like the overly cautious, have less of an impact type approach, personally. What was their lead? Slow. Okay. Diggersby's interesting, isn't it? Because it's kind of annoying for team building. We're getting 2 new fighters for Great League soon. That's true. Remember Univator, you're getting Kabalion and Verizian. Slowbro lead. Oh yes, thank you, thank you. So remember to get your locals to save their Kabalion and their Verizian for you. Can I farm this down? Probably not. What are they using? They're using Poison Jab. 7, 9, 63. Okay. They went for a Surf. So they're now at another Surf. 77. No, they're not. They're still 1 away from a Surf. 77. Can I Skeledirge sweep here? True. What about Psywave Mewtwo? How much does this do? Can we tank a Thunderbolt? Probably not. Can we then roll out both of them down? I don't know what Psywave is helping Mewtwo with. Flexibility, I guess. Easy. Uh-oh. I think we lose. We lose, team. Whoops. I don't know what you give Mewtwo then. Aura Sphere? And buff Aura Sphere at the same time? Does that help? Where'd our HP go? Yeah, I was kind of wondering that. I kind of forgot what happened. I thought I had more health than that. Whoops. Normally... Nice. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, Mewtwo needs something. Maybe it's not the end of the world to nerf all of Ice Beam and things. Yeah, Mewtwo's been power crept. I think the power creep we've seen over the last 2 seasons in Great League and in Master League has been pretty crazy. Because let's think, like, you know how people are always so hesitant about introducing like broken Pokemon? But like, what is broken? What could come in and actually be broken right now? Like, let's say you brought in Corviknight with Steel Wing Drill Peck, for example. Like, would have very strong neutrals. Would it be broken? Probably not. Psywave Latios, or Psywave Latias would be quite nice as well. Shadow Marowak is broken? I don't know. I keep trying Shadow Marowak and I'm often underwhelmed because it's so shield hungry. It's similar to like a Wigglytuff. Scald? It's similar to like a Wigglytuff. That if you 2-shield it, sure. But outside of the 2 shields, it's not that good. Aegislash could be a new Pokemon. Yeah, maybe. I feel like the meta is... I assume Disarming Voice would have been enough, but I don't want to risk it. I don't know how bulky this is. I think Aegislash is still pretty easy to beat in the current meta. Like, Corsola would be very good. Diggersby would probably do very good. Even for Alligator's doing super effective. But I don't know. I don't know what a dream meta even looks like at the moment, because it's a little bit weird at the moment, and I don't know if I like it that much. This Clefable can't touch me, can it? Can't touch my Skeledirge. Which is useful to know. Why don't we protect this thing from the Moonblast? Because Moonblast is going to do a lot of damage. Is there any chance we can catch a Moonblast on Skeledirge? That would be fun. No. How do we take out the Clefable? I don't want to be in Moonblast range. Oh, but they'll probably get to 2. They'll be at 2 attacks if they're running Swift as well. I don't really like 2 rollout users. I feel clunky. I feel very clunky with Incinerate double rollout. Torch Song Dirge. What would it drop? If Torch Song is like a fast attack? Or... surely it can't be a fast attack. Great League. Yeah, I mean, they'd have to make it a very strong attack. Is there anything that we can run that's better versus... I guess Medicham could work, right? Why don't we put Medicham there? Why don't we put Medicham there? To answer the opposing normals, because we're seeing a lot of them. Okay, question. If in this next attack update we focus on Great League, what would your thoughts be on the next attack update before Worlds, not really touching Great League at all, but instead focusing on Master League? Would that be desirable? Is that what people would want to happen? Seven. Okay, they're gonna put Psychic at me. I was about to Shadow Ball then. I'm missing some bubbles. Zwilus, how we doing? How's it going? Zwilus, I don't know if you heard what I was just saying, but I was saying that if in our next attack update we really focus on Great League, have like a pretty meaningful change to Great League in the next attack update, the one after that, would we be okay with it not touching Great League before NAIC and Worlds and instead focusing on Master League and maybe some of the other GBL formats instead, so that there's not too much volatility as people try and prepare for the biggest tournament of the year? Or do people like for there to be change before the biggest tournament of the year? I don't know. What do we think's in the back? Oh goodness, 1 second. I need to read this. Traditionally had unconsequential. Yeah, to be honest, not the... I would have liked the last update that we just had to have also touched on Master League a lot more, and it didn't, which was a shame, I think. Nice. Very nice. Okay. But what attack updates do we want for Great League? I guess that... I feel like it always ends up being the same question, and it's always a case of just like waiting for the next update for something super exciting to happen. But actually, Zwilus, I know... I can only apologise. I know that you talked about Corviknight in your recent podcast, but I haven't listened to it yet. So if I say something that is already answered by what you said, then I'm sorry, but I really would have liked them to release Corviknight at a slightly higher level so that it had more neutral play into what's turning out to be a very hard answer style meta, where every single Pokemon at the moment doesn't feel safe. Like, nothing feels safe right now. And even, like, I don't feel like many people are talking about the RPS triangle between Corsola, Diggersby, and Shadow Annihilate. And I feel like if Corviknight came in with a bit more neutral strength, it would have been a good way of just giving players an option to not rely on... what the heck? To not rely as much on alignment. Is T-Tar an easy solo? I don't even know what we're talking about. Is that just like a normal 3-star raid? Or is it a mega raid? I don't know. This fish is annoying. Oh, it's mega at the moment? I would do a T-Tar mega. It's annoying, guys. I moved flat. And I have no stops that I can get from my flat, and I have no gyms that I can get, and I just can never be bothered to do anything. Whereas in my previous flat, I had loads of home stops and gyms, and it was much easier to play the game from home. And I very much enjoy Pokemon Stay at Home. Could have just farmed this down. You disliked Drill Peck, liked Sand Attack, but Corviknight sucks in the two, so give it Aerial Ace for pacing. That, to be fair, same as me. I don't think Sand Attack and Drill Peck would have made sense. That would have been far too strong, far too quick, with ridiculous defensive properties. I don't like Sand Attack Sky Attack. I feel like it's slow and it invites players to use Corviknight in a more RPS manner because you're using it entirely for its defensive properties rather than its offensive coverage. And Aerial Ace would have been a good option with Sand Attack. I don't hate Sand Attack itself, but I don't really like the Sky Attack at the moment. And so Steel Wing Drill Peck or Sand Attack Aerial Ace would have been good options for me. Nominate stops around the neighborhood. There's really nothing around that's of any interest, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe I'll get one of my locals to take a look. They're better at it. Tell you what I'm good at: Marvel Rivals. That's what I've been playing. All of your nominations have been denied. Oh. I feel like this meta is a little bit tricky because the general power creep that we've had over the last few months has meant that any new entrants to the meta really have to be very strong if they want to be top meta. And because the top meta is so much better than the rest of the Pokemon available, it's very difficult to bring anti-meta. It's almost like every core breaker gets absolutely bodied by something else that's in the top meta. And so you're dealing with this, oh okay, I've got to counter the Azumarill Drapion core, or I've got to counter Corsola Shadow Annihilate, or Dugong or Diggersby or something. That you try and identify these very, very common Pokemon that are very, very strong neutrally. And then as soon as you think of a core breaker to them, you just get absolutely slapped by a Shadow Kanto Marowak. And you're like, what's the point? So I don't know what changes we need beyond like a massive nerf round again. So they're on 7 and 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know what an Alomomola runs. Wow, that's bulky. 8. 8 times 8, 64. What are we going to throw? Psychic? Okay. The Beware might have Drain Punch. They're on 7 Shadow Claws as well, so they're on 56 energy. Eight. They can superpower if they want, I don't mind. Cool. I have no idea what this runs. Rock Slide? Must be Rock Slide. Soul Rock, what would you run? Oh, you probably got Solar Beam. Oh, it's a Rock Slide. Oh, it is Solar Beam. Rock Slide Moonblast.
I don't need you to be proud of me no more. That kid in me's out of reach. No bars when you cross these boundaries.
Nice! You don't think they do 3 changes for Annihilate during 1 year, but I could be wrong. To be honest, what do you mean by 1 year though? Because we had the end of August update. Does that count as for this season, I guess? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe? They were about to nerf Rage Fist, remember? They were on the verge of nerfing Rage Fist. And then someone told them that it was too soon. But they were on the verge of it. So I think that I wouldn't be surprised if that comes. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that now comes again. And I think it's fine if it does. Someone, yeah. Some Annihilate lover was just like, can we wait 1 more season? Yeah, exactly. I don't inherently hate the idea of nerfing Rage Fist. I just didn't think it was fair to do it having just released Shadow Annihilate, having not really let it have a place in the Show 6 meta yet. Lots of people hadn't had an opportunity to kind of learn it and use it and things. So it was too soon to nerf it, but I don't think it was the wrong nerf. What the heck is this? I'll deal with you later. Night Slash? Dragonclaw. Okay. I think a nerf to Annihilate will allow Cobalion and Virizion to have a little bit more presence as fighters in the meta. The only concern with those is that they're not accessible, right? They're not like accessible fighters. You need to trade for them, and if you don't play the event, it then becomes very difficult to get them again. Would be more accessible than Guillotine Origin. Yeah. Yeah. But at least Guillotine Origin's not in the meta and they can release Dragapult. I assume we just double Disarming Voice, then go into Medicham. They didn't reach their Dragonclaw, remember. Who wins CMP? Oh, there's no way I'm winning CMP against a Druddigon, right? I assume it's high attack. But what we can do is we can say, throw all of your energy into this Skeledirge. Yeah. Well, actually, that was dumb of me because they would have just been able to Dragon Tail me down if they'd wanted to. Wait, I think I know this player. I think I know who this is, so I'm not gonna win this game. They can take this one. I played them at... can't remember where I played them, but they were very nice. And I think they're playing a UIC. You don't need to trade for Cobalion and Virizion, they'll be guaranteed under 1500. True. True. You just need to play the event. Though, presumably they'd have research IVs, right? So people will want to trade them. I think they'll be interesting to have. Because they're very different fighters to counter users. I am. I will be competing at EUIC. Probably not very well at the rate that I'm going. I haven't really been playing that much. So I need to get back on it over the next week. But we'll see. We'll see. I think it's very difficult to bring spice at the moment, which is making it a little bit less interesting to team build. Because I want to bring something fun. Like, of course I do, but like, not much spice works. I mean, I'd like to make Corviknight work. I would love to try. I will try and build a Corviknight team. It's just, it's not great, and it's very hard to use something that neutrally struggles the way it does. Yeah, you basically have to have 4 to 5 really top meta Pokemon, and then maybe one more flexible pick that gives you something. But if you're not running a a pretty sick core of very top meta Pokemon, you're going to be outclassed. I think 5 probably as well. Running Minun. Are they running normal lead, normal in the back? Oh, I hate GBL. Is Terrakion able to be in Great League? Good catch. We need counter Rockslide and Zap Cannon to be what it was. Sick and tired of Niantic constantly hating on me by nerfing Sudowoodo and Porygon 2. Very good, Maxi. Terrakion's only after a trade. Terrakion's not going to be good, though. Terrakion's not going to be good. Hot Lips, thank you very much. It's better than my GBL, that's for sure. At least we're caring for our appearance, if nothing else. Right. Do I want to play Ultra League? Does someone want to... Look, does anyone need a paid actor? Do you want to... What elo am I? If anyone's at 2,900, do you want to just queue into me? I really don't care about Love Cup and Ultra League. You have a Love Cup team. Do you want to share it? Will I even have it? Soli, thank you for the sub. I am playing. I mean, I'm not enjoying, but I am playing. Tracking research. I might not have it. I probably won't have it. I probably won't. I really wanted to use a Crocodile, and I don't have one, which is a shame. What else could we run? Not much. Chansey? Joking. Gonna be playing Mega Master League in 2 weeks. Mr. Mime, Beware, and Crocodile. That's a sick team, Zoilus. That is a sick team. I don't like normal type Pokemon, and I don't really like pink Pokemon either, so I'm not enjoying Love Cup, okay? But there's too much pink on my screen right now, and it's frustrating me. And I don't know what to do about it. Could we run Scrafty? Can I run Crocalor with Skeledirge? Am I a pink hater? I don't know. There's something about pink that's just like, it feels like it's not fully coloured in yet. Do you know what I mean? Like it's almost there, but there's just something missing. it's just like, I don't know. Just play Ultra League. Cow, Clef, Talon. Look, I will happily try a different team for a couple of games. Cow, Clef. Where's Talon? Is Moonblast, is Meteor Mash Swift okay? Probably not. Probably not. Normal rollout abuse is at an all-time high. So, okay, this is the thing. I'm really, really annoyed at how many normal type Pokemon have rollout and body slam. And they just like, and the reason I don't like Dunsparce either is because it's just rollout and then both of its attacks are the same energy. And so there's no skill. You're just tapping whichever one's not resisted. That's all you do as a Dunsparce player. You tap and click one of your two attacks that has pretty perfect coverage against most of the meta. I'm happy to try this, but I don't know. I would like some pretty big changes at some point. You have a recording of it beating Marto, so Mr. Mime is technically the reigning LAIC champion. That's facts. I agree. Yeah. The problem with normal is it's only got one weakness, right? It's only got one weakness, which is fighting. It double resists Ghost, and so almost by definition, you're creating an RPS triangle by normal being very popular in the meta. Not only that, as more Pokemon get released, and you've got dual type normals, especially bulky ones like Noctowl and Diggersby, you create some pretty horrible situations where they really just like delete everything. I shouldn't have safe swapped this. This was dumb. I can take a Thunder Punch. That was a lot. Not even getting all the bubbles. This was a good bait out. The Clefable's now free. We got a shield. 4. Yeah, the Trev interaction, and I don't know, there was one point that it was beating Galarian Stunfisk as well, which was like funny, but also I was just like, what the heck's going on? Do you remember when it had like the wing attack breakpoint? How much does this do? Ha! Wait, should I be throwing Swifts? Can someone tell me what's more efficient, Swift or Meteor Mash? Meteor Mash, okay. I don't know. Aiden, how we doing, dude? Pocket has been smashing his GBL recently. How much energy does Bug Bite actually give us? Or give them? No, I was gonna try and catch. Trip, thank you very much for the sub. Oh, Swoley's gifting subs. Swoley, you're too kind. Swoley, how are you doing? Also, did I go lucky with anyone during that lucky event? And if so, can you please remind me that we need to do a lucky trade? I feel like we could have maybe won if I had Moonblast. Are we lucky? We went lucky, didn't we? I thought we did, Solly. I thought we did. What do you mean I never open gifts? Maxi, for a long time, our friendship interaction was only when we would play at 1:30 in the morning and queue into each other. And I enjoyed those days. And then Aiden took my phone when he came over and played against you and lost. And the streak ended. And I think he won lead pretty hard and still lost. That's all I remember. That's all I remember, I'm just saying. Pocket was like, oh. He was like, can I play GBL on your account? I'm so good at GBL. I love Pokemon. And then he lost most of his games. So I'm not even getting an excellent because I'm getting distracted by the amount of text on my screen. You think Noctowl was fine? Something, Metasham, some more words. No, I don't like Noctowl. I think Noctowl prevents grass. Prevents grass, I don't care about grass. Prevents ghost. Something, it's just so many words. I don't know. I think bulky dual type normals are annoying because they really restrict team building, and that annoys me. What's wrong with a ghost fighting core breaker? What is a ghost fighting core breaker? What is a ghost fighting core breaker? The only ghost fighter we've got is Annihilate, and it's less than 1800 stat product, so what does it matter? Do you say ghost fighting or ghost flying? Ghost plus fighting core breaker. No. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind a ghost plus fighting core breaker. Oh, I'm in trouble. I just don't want it to be a normal flyer. I think there are other ways to do it. I don't think I'm going to win this. When are Mimikyu and Aegislash getting released? Well, Aegislash needs them to fix the form change mechanic. Oh, that's not good. Wait, hold on a minute. They are running Flame Charge? How could I forget about Air/Mandy? Okay, no, hold on a minute. Let's be very clear. I do not like Mandibuzz. I do not want bulk, like super bulky dual type Pokemon with decent attacks anywhere near the meta. It's like, it's so annoying. So annoying. I think if you're going to be that level of bulk, you should have like below average attacks, or you should have limited coverage. But I don't know. I just think the further we go, we're just creating a meta where nothing new can come in. Like, nothing new can come in at the moment that without being like pretty cracked itself, right? Like, even breaking... Imagine breaking swipe Steelix getting breaking swipe back to guaranteed debuff. Right? When people are like, that's a problem. I don't know if it even would be a problem right now. Astonished Nightshade, yeah. Yeah, but at least Astonished Nightshade is limited coverage, right? Maybe people would stop abusing Azu Drap then? Yeah. Honestly, Jocks. Yeah. Look, when everything... In the famous words of Syndrome, okay? When everything's super, nothing is. Voting Syndrome, yeah. Weather Ball Fire Meganium would really help. Sure. I think it wouldn't. I wouldn't mind bringing a dragon back in at some point. I wouldn't mind bringing a dragon back in. I was ready for Hisuian Gudra because we had the Gudra Com Day. I wouldn't have hated Hisuian Gudra coming in. I don't know if this won't take it out. Alomamola's bulky. Yeah, that sucks. What does this learn? Does this learn something good? Bulldoze? Oh, Brick Break. Oh, I'm in trouble. I don't think Body Slam would take out the Crocodile anyway, right? Doesn't matter. Gudra is fine in this meta, it's just tough to build a Gudra team that's not super soft to Dugong. God, I suck at GBL. Come. I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of Gudra, but I think it does have play. I think it has probably more play than any other dragon at the moment. So I don't know what I would change. I just don't like Ghost normal fighting, because Ghost and normal double resist each other, and Ghost also double resists fighting, and I don't like that many double resist interactions. So I was trying to think of triangles of typings that are more like single resist and single super effective. And then I was like, what if we had, like, I mean, this wouldn't work because of the existence of normals, right? But like something more like Ghost, Dark, and Bug, where Ghost is resisted by Dark, Dark is weak to Bug, Ghost resists Bug, and then Bug isn't, neither of them are super effective against Bug because Bug kind of sucks, so it's already a weakness in itself, so it doesn't need to be. And I'm like, why don't we just start buffing some Bugs? I don't know. Bug sucks, so maybe we don't, but... Sergio, how are we doing? Sergio, congratulations on your future #1 of the GBL leaderboards. I also think we should introduce more debuff attacks that aren't Icy Wind. Is he already #1? Has it updated? Okay, well done, Sergio. Well done, Sergio. That was a pretty sick run. Bug is your favorite type and it breaks your heart how bad it sucks? Yeah. I mean, Lungariados, sure. But... Oh, I see, Trip. That's what you meant earlier. I got you. Congratulations, Trip. I'm proud of you. Do I think we'll get items? No. I think that the reason that we won't get items isn't just from coding issues, but it's also the fact that they're looking for to not overlap with VG too much, and I think that they will limit items to VG, and they will not ever introduce items to Go. Might be wrong, but I don't think. But we shall see. We shall see what updates we get, because Morpeko was obviously brought in as a move, as a form-changing Pokemon, and it hasn't really had the impact that it has, that it was maybe intended to have. Which mechanics do I think they would add, if any? Okay, one idea that I had. Okay. I can't remember exactly, so I've already forgotten it. Let me get the message up that I sent on this. I'll tell you what I said. Okay, so one idea that I had was weather or terrains with new attacks leaving on-field stat adjustments. So, for example, if a Tyranitar uses Sandstorm as a charge attack, right? It charges up, uses Sandstorm, and then after the damage, the weather changes for 10 seconds. And that weather change for 10 seconds isn't reduced by throwing a charge attack, so you can throw a charge attack to help expire the Sandstorm. But during that Sandstorm, all Rock, Steel, and Ground-type Pokemon would get a one-stage defense boost for those 10 seconds. So things like that, but applicable for all the different weather and terrains with established rules for what happens in that terrain was one idea that I was like, maybe one day that could have just a slightly different impact, right? You weren't as reliant on bulk if you have weather-based Pokemon, for example. I don't know if they're ever going to bring anything in that adds those kinds of complexities into the game, because admittedly it does make it harder to learn the game from scratch. I think that for a lot of focus, it has to be on how to get new people into the game. But I think if you could, if you were really struggling, but okay, the reason why I thought of this idea is because there are certain situations where the question that you ask yourself is, how can I come back from a disadvantageous position? And I think if you had an ability to basically say, look, I'm struggling at the moment, what I could really do with is a defensive boost to X Pokemon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Sandstorm with my Tyranitar, and then instantly switch into something that needs a little bit of defense coverage, kind of basically some just, a little bit of support whilst hitting. Then that introduces a tactical change that allows, let's say, a Scizor to output damage without just getting fully farmed down before it's able to reach 2 attacks, or whatever it is, right? I just felt like, that would be a cool way to just introduce more strategies that rely on or invite interrelationship between the Pokemon on your team, rather than just, I'm picking 3 individually, separately, very, very strong Pokemon. So something like that. Yeah, like a Clod. It would be a defense to Clodsire, but for example, then all of a sudden, the opponent immediately responds with Rain Dance, and Rain Dance leaves an attack boost for all Water type Pokemon. So, but we would nerf Azu long before this. But basically, it brings in weather-based things which you wouldn't give to the bulky Pokemon. You wouldn't be giving like a Rain Dance to an Azumarill. You'd be giving it to like the squishier stuff that needs field advantage, and instead of giving them just direct debuffs for themselves or for the opponent, which is what we currently have, it becomes field based instead, which would be pretty cool. And the other cool thing about it is it's instead of having like 6 different Pokemon that just kind of all together cover each other things, that cover each other in terms of typings. Do you know how in VG, like, people play like a rain team in VG? Like, wouldn't that be pretty cool if you went to a tournament and you saw your opponent's team and you were like, oh, they're running like a rain dance strategy team, right? Do you see how that's like fundamentally different from just they're running 6 very bulky Pokemon with a bit of flexibility and a bit of, you know, a bit of coverage? It's like, oh, their strategy is to set up the rain dance for a sweep in the end game, for example. But then they've also got a couple of other options that they might also try. And it just, I don't know, it just, the diversity of strategy, I think, would be a nice direction for the game to go one day. But I don't know how easy it is to implement, nor do I know how easy it is to balance. But it was just a thought that I had. Yeah, complementing teammates would be a cool way to start building teams. When people really start thinking, what is the interaction between my own team rather than just what is my matchup against my opponent? Because I think currently that's all people are really thinking about is what's my matchup against a Corsola? Have I covered it? That's all they care about. You know, have I got enough coverage for a Diggersby? And after a while, team building like that can get a little bit boring. 90 energy KOs through 2 shields. Yeah, I wonder if they'll ever introduce something that can break a shield. Probably not. Probably not. I wonder what other cool things you could introduce. Like, imagine if there was an attack that gained power if thrown on charge attack priority, or had an additional effect if thrown on charge attack priority. Whenever you use Gong or Ariados or Steelix on a team, you look at them more as setup mons for the rest of my Glassy mons. Yeah. It's that kind of approach, but instead of throwing it into a Pokemon where your reliance is on them staying in, you set it up onto the field and you say it's happening no matter what. But in the meantime, yes, I would like for us to have some more debuff attacks that aren't Icy Wind. Because currently it's Lunge, Icy Wind, and obviously for Steelix, Psychic Fangs / Breaking Swipe, right? But a weaker attack on a low attack mon, but with guaranteed CMP win. Yes. So what you're saying is basically a priority attack. Like Extreme Speed. But for a slow Pokemon. So we'd want something like... What kind of attack would work for there? I mean, they've already used Sucker Punch. They've already taken Sucker Punch. But... I wonder what a good example would be. Fake Out! I wonder if Fake Out could work. Yeah, but Fake Out could be a good way to do that, right? Interesting. Or what about status attacks that instead of doing status effects in our game, have Maxwell what you just said, which is some CMP priority, where if you use like Thunder Wave, it goes first and it doesn't do much damage, but it will go first and will lower their defense, or something like that. Or Will-O-Wisp, where it will go first on charge attack priority and will lower attack, but doesn't really do much damage by itself. Those kinds of things. I don't know. Just, do you know what I mean? Just like, I feel like we just need something that just changes the game from our only updates being what new Pokemon and what new attack have we got for these few weeks or for these few months. Because otherwise, if you just said to me that in 4 years' time, probably not even, if in 1 year's time, 1.5 years' time, the only thing that was changing was just we got a new move update, you're not gonna keep people interested. Do you know what I mean? So I do think that the form changes they need to capitalize on, get a few more of those in, and then something else, bring in something else. It's becoming stale. And guys, if you ever are feeling like it is getting stale, like, take a little bit of time. I think the last month and a bit, I just took a little bit of time, and it helped. I mean, admittedly, I've not come back like, oh my god, I love Pokemon again, but it definitely was needed, especially when the game state was being a bit dodgy. But we'll see. I need to lock back in for EUIC. because I don't think I'm playing that many more events this season. I kind of front loaded my events this season, so we'll see. Yeah, Joe, I know you've been playing a lot of Unite. I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals, like I've said. I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. I even created a Marvel Rivals stream layout so that if I ever got really bored during GBL, I could just shift to Marvel Rivals, and if anyone wanted to watch, then they would be able to. But I haven't actually got around to actually streaming Marvel Rivals yet. But I could do it. So we'll see. We shall see. A real official scene? Well, I didn't really. I mean, I haven't like fixed them. They're just still kind of balancing a little bit precariously, because I've been busy with other things. So I am still kind of conscious that my lights could just fall off at any moment if I knock my PC too much. But I do have a rough layout that I think works. Actually, I don't even know. Should we try it? Because the issue last time is when I managed to get Marvel Rivals working, you couldn't hear anything, and admittedly that isn't ideal, right? You want to be able to hear the game, otherwise there's no real point. Okay, come over here and tell me if this works. If you can hear it, then we'll see. One sec. Let's find my Marvel Rivals. Okay, and I need to just connect this. Give me one moment. Oh, wait, no. I remember what I was supposed to do. I can only do it if I actually load up OBS in the admin mode or whatever it's called. But once I do that, if I ever remember to stream having started OBS in administrator mode, then I would be able to stream Marvel Rivals straight after playing Go. You would probably play Marvel Rivals if you could. You can. Do it. Do it. You've been playing a lot of trying to move from the UK. Maxi, where are you going? Where do you want to go? I was thinking about what's my Marvel Rivals main. I actually just started playing with Invisible Woman, and she's pretty good. I was playing with Venom. Oh yeah, sorry, that is my bad, Sorley. I would have to end the stream to reopen it as administrator, and I don't know if I have the energy for that. I'm kind of hungry. I have had dinner. Did I have dinner? No, I have had dinner. I might have another dinner. But next time, I don't know. Would you guys want to listen to me shout at my brother whilst playing Marvel Rivals? That's the question. Because I don't know if I'd really want to solo queue too much. So I could just have what I'm normally doing when I'm playing with my friends and my brothers and things. So I could do that next time. Australia, States, Canada. I mean, I'm not personally in a rush to jump to the States anytime soon. Canada is cold, and States isn't making it easy for them, and Australia is very far away, and those are tricky. But what I would say, Maxi, is that we've done the tough months now of the winter in London, and when it is sunny in London, London is pretty nice. But I agree that during the rain and the grey and the winter, life sucks. Hard to imagine me raging. I am relaxed. I don't really get stressed about things. I don't like losing. Like, I don't like losing. You know, I'm a reasonably competitive person, but I feel like if you're losing because there are like obvious things that you could change, then that can sometimes get frustrating. But like I'm never angry. I'm never angry, like actually angry. And I only when I say shout, I just mean like, you know, as you would when you're playing a sport on the field. It's just for the purposes of it's just whilst you're like hyped in the moment. I'm never actually annoyed at anyone. I don't really get stressed about stuff. Oh, the music industry. Oh, that's a good point, Maxi. I didn't think about that. You'd be happy to join me in Rivals? Yeah, I mean, add me on Rivals. Everyone can add me on Rivals if you want. I'm just Tomahawk UK, I think. And I assume that anyone, I don't know how it works, but... listen, one thing I would admit is I am not like a very... I'm not like a very knowledgeable gamer outside of the few games that I've played. I've never really been like a PC gamer growing up, other than like playing Age of Empires when I was young, because my dad and some of my brothers played it, and playing Go again because my brother played it, and so I started playing it. So that's why I wasn't even sure how to stream Marvel Rivals for a long time, because I'm not a very good gamer as a gamer goes. Like I usually, for example, I'm usually on like the ground floor. I know most of you guys are underground and things, so it's difficult. It's just, we'll see. I'm joking. Traveling 3 weeks in Thailand. That's cool. I like Thailand a lot. I like Thailand and Vietnam. When I went to Cambodia, it was raining a lot, and that I feel like my mood is often too dictated by the weather. So I need to maybe go back to Cambodia, do Cambodia again. Do you want a story? I was in Cambodia on my birthday, and I was holding in a plastic bag. Right, I'm holding in a plastic bag a birthday cake that I've just picked up, and I'm stood like on the end of the crossroads, and I'm trying to work out which direction I'm going to go. Right, and I'm holding my phone, and I'm like looking around, and I'm trying to like point the map in the direction to see if my GPS thing will tell me which way to go. And as I'm doing this like moped comes past, and the guy on the back of the moped grabs my phone. Now, if I were holding my phone like this, texting, my phone's gone. And I just got very lucky that I'd been holding my phone for the map with the grip strength of a Pokemon Go player, and they just smacked my hand, and I still held it, but they just smacked my hand. I was like, geez, if I'd lost my phone there, that would have been really bad. Like, that would have been very, very detrimental to my traveling experience, because like, especially like a lot of people, when they travel, like everything's kind of on their phone. They're not taking physical documents for a lot of things, for a lot of their bookings and all of this. This was in Cambodia. This was in I can't remember what year it was. It was a while ago when I went traveling to Southeast Asia. And yeah, I can't remember which city I was in. What's the capital of Cambodia, guys? I was visiting Siem Reap. It was a green phone. What was it? It was an iPhone 5C. The green one. Oh, it was a long time ago. This was a long time ago. Pogo reflexes, yeah. Sounds like South London. Tell you what. I know people joke about London and safety. I've really never had any issues in London. And okay, fair enough. I'm like a tall male, right? So okay, fair enough. I'm not being targeted as much as some other people might be, but I've really not had any real negative. But also, like, I don't go places where I'm more likely to have those kinds of issues. Merrick, how you doing? You keep seeing those dudes on fat bikes doing the Vietnam move you just tried in London? Yeah, there are definitely kids that are looking to snatch phones. That's for sure. If you have those phones that have like the ring thing on the back that you can put your finger through, maybe that can help, or if you attach it to yourself in some way. But I think I'm just very aware when someone's moving quickly around me. I'm never glued to my phone looking down at my phone. I don't really play like the events that seriously, so I'm never really focused on my phone. So I'm usually very aware if anyone's around me. You should handcuff your phone to your wrist then. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I know that some people have like attachments that they put to their wrist or around their neck or something, but I don't know. Stay safe, team. Stay safe. I'm hoping we have a good summer this year. That's what I'm thinking about. Hoping we have a good, weather-wise, a good summer. I could do with that. It's been very rainy. I haven't yet. Actually, I'm going away. I'm going on my first holiday in a long time. In a couple of weeks, because all of my annual leave for months has just been on going to Go events, and that's tiring. That's tiring. I'm actually going to Seville. Not for the safari or whatever it is, or for anything. I'm actually just going to Seville. So, what's the summer weather like? When we have good summers, it's very hot, very nice. There's like lots of music playing throughout London. Loads of people in the parks. There's loads going on. That's London is really nice when the weather's nice. No, not for the special event, Maxi. I don't think I'm going to go to that one, but I don't think I'll go to any of the special events. Maybe. I don't think I'll play them, but we'll see. Yeah, do you remember the World Cup summer where everyone was just like, everyone was happy, everyone was celebrating, the atmosphere was really fun, and I miss that. Although I haven't really watched football this season at all. So I don't know what it would take for us to have like a good summer like that again. But we shall see. We shall see. Oh yeah, it was pre-COVID. It was a pre-COVID summer. Was it? Was it 2018? Yeah, it must have been 2018. Yeah. We shall see. Right, team. Who do you want me to throw you into? Who are we raiding? Who's winning Eurovision? Not a clue. Not a clue. Guys, if you want TV recommendations, I could list TV recommendations for days, but I don't watch Eurovision. That's my bad, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go and watch second season of Severance now. That's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go have another dinner with second season of Severance. Have I seen Brilliant Minds? I think I recognise that name. Brilliant Minds. No, I haven't watched that. But it's got Zachary Quinto in it. Okay. I will look into that. Interesting. Icelandic duo with Azure? Sure. Let's go do that. Let's go and jump into Azure's stream with the Birmingham regional champion. There we go. Guys, thank you very much for sticking around. Good to catch you. Hopefully see you soon. Otherwise, you'll catch me at EUIC. If you're going to EUIC, come and say hello. If I don't know who you are already, remember to tell me who you are. Alright? Don't just come and say hello if I don't know your name, because I want to talk to you and I want to know your name. So come and introduce yourselves otherwise. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your evenings, and I will see you next time.